Your technique, all wrong. But today, your lucky day. This man, undefeated. 17 districts, nobody come close. Best player, step out. Showman.
If AI makes the film, whose film is it? That is the honest question underneath every AI film I have seen fail. Because tone dissolves first before continuity, before anything else, and tone is the most authored thing a film has. Nobody can redescribe a feeling 40 times without losing it. I made a martial arts comedy that lands a laugh and then in the same scene quietly breaks your heart, and it is unmistakably mine. Here is how a film stays yours when the generation is not. Dissolves on the same four walls everything else does, just faster, because a feeling is the first thing lost to drift. No memory, so a joke lands differently every time it is regenerated. No shared language for something as specific as a mood, so the note gets flattened into whatever the tool assumes. And one cue, one shot at a time, no way to check that scene 9 still feels like scene 1. Knows those 4, and a film can hold its own feeling from the first frame to the last. InVideo Agent is what let me keep it. I opened one project, and everything about this film, its rules, its cast, its rooms, lived in a single place I could return to and trust. Instead of 40 separate conversations, I had to keep consistent myself. It started with the script on the page first, because tone is written before it is generated. Do you need a finished script to begin? No, bring a script, a draft, or nothing but the feeling you want the film to leave someone with, and upload whatever holds it. The treatment, the character notes, the tone notes, the Bible. All of it saved into the production Bible in context. And the agent asked its own questions early. What the tone actually is. Where the turn happens. What must never break it. Then came references. And every director carries some, the films that shaped the feeling I was chasing. InVideo Agent reads references in layers, each element in isolation. So I borrowed the light from one frame and the stillness from another without taking anyone's film whole. Tone borrowed in pieces stays tone. Tone borrowed whole is theft, and it never feels like yours on the other side anyway. And here is the beat this film exists to prove. Tone as law, not luck. Comedy plays on a locked, unmoving camera because the joke is funnier when nothing rescues it with motion. The turn from laughter to heart is a written transition. Not an accident, a specific beat where the frame holds and the meaning changes underneath it. That rule went into context with everything else. Once a tone rule is written down, it stops being something I have to protect by watching every single generation myself. The rule watches for me. Casting is where the tone actually lives or dies, because my lead's character sheet locked more than his face. It locked his rule. Deadpan. Always. The world may explode around him, but his expression may not. And it held for the whole film because the performance was written into context, not left to whichever take looked good that day. A joke works because he does not know it is one. Break that once, on any shot, and the whole film's tone goes with it. The world locked the same way the performance did. Real streets, a market lane, a courtyard, generated in variations and locked before any video existed because a tone this specific needs a world that does not distract from it scene to scene. Then the storyboards, and this is where a tonal turn either survives or gets lost in the cut. InVideo Agent turned the script into boards and a shot list on the story's natural beats, and the boards told me exactly where the turn from laughter to heart needed the most protection. Moved the turn one beat later, gave it a half-second more silence before the heart lands, and marked it for the tightest review of any shot in the film. That decision costs nothing on a board. It costs a whole reshoot once it is a finished take. Multi-agent gave the production its pace without giving up the tone. Specialist InVideo Agent sessions, running the market scenes and the rooftop in parallel, each one checking against the same locked rules, so nothing drifted between lanes while I reviewed. How much control do you keep over a tone this specific? All of it. Wherever it matters most, always allow. Where the agent generates directly, ask before generating videos, and always ask before generating. I held the tonal turn and the deadpan close-ups on always ask, and let the coverage shots run on always allow. Do you need to learn prompting to protect a tone like this? No. I called shots in film language. Hold on his face, let the pause breathe, cut before the laugh fades, and invideo agent wrote the technical instruction underneath, attached the sheets and the rules itself. My craft transferred. My tone did too. Production is where a tone either survives contact with generation or it does not. And this is the exact take that proves the rule works. One take came back with my lead mugging, playing the joke instead of holding the deadpan against his own character sheet's own rule. Caught and rerun before it ever reached me. One broken take in a film built entirely on a face that is not allowed to break would have cost the whole scene its tone. The rule caught it instead of my eye having to. For post-production, I took everything into my editing tool and cut it for feeling the way I always do, protecting the exact same turn I had already written into context months earlier. So the storyteller's verdict on whose film it is when AI makes it? One sentence worth keeping. A film stays yours because the tone, the performance, and the world are written into context as law, and every take is generated against that law and checked before it reaches you. The generation is not the authorship. The rules you wrote are. If you are deciding whether letting AI make your film means losing it, my answer is Shalantiti itself, made start to finish in invideo agent and still unmistakably mine at invideo.io. Write your tone down as law and it will hold. And now here is the film, and it is mine.
Oh man, your technique all wrong. But today, your lucky day. This man, undefeated. 17 districts, nobody come close. Best player, step out. Shodnan. The Ratit has spoken. No backing out now.
Okay.
You got this. She's just an old lady. You can beat her.
You want a piece of this?
"17 districts. Focus. You are a champion. Please." 아이씨! We went easy, out of respect.